Welcome back to another episode of Third and Reckless. I'm your boy, JP, your host, your one and only. And I know it's been a while, but we back with another video finally after a week. We're done with week 2 of NFL football. Now, we're gonna get into the fights over the weekend from Saturday. We gotta get into that Bud and Canelo fight for sure. And we'll get into the football from Monday night all the way up to Sunday. I know we missed. I know I missed coming on after Sunday night and Monday night games, but I'll cover what I can on this video. But we're gonna start off in the AFC. We had the Los Angeles Chargers take on the Las Vegas Raiders at it was 7 o'clock west on the West Coast Pacific time, but Central time that's 9 o'clock. I'm not staying up to watch no game at that time. I'm sorry. They need to do better. The NFL got to do better. I know the West Coast they want their games at 7 o'clock, a night game, but for us in the Central and the Eastern time, that's terrible, man. I'm not staying up until 12 o'clock to watch a game. I gotta work. I gotta work. You see me? I got my vest on. I'm finna show y'all. I'm finna put in work. But yeah, we had Justin Herbert looking good. I watched some highlights. Justin Herbert looking good, man. 19 to 27, 242 yards and 2 touchdowns. He also carried the ball 9 times for 31 yards. I think this is going to be the Chargers' year. Take it how you want it. The Chargers are going to take over that division. They already taken over that division. They showed you earlier in week 1 they could beat the Chiefs. Hey, this is our division. Come and take it from us. Justin Herbert, as long as he stay healthy, I think they're going to be just fine. Quentin Johnson, Quentin Johnson had 3 catches for 71 yards. That's amazing. I mean, that's just great. Um, then let's get over to the Raiders. Geno Smith, 24 of 43, 180 with 3 picks. I think the offensive coordinator over there and Geno got to get on the same page. They got to find out what he comfortable with, what he comfortable doing. Because 3 picks, that's terrible. Then Ashton Jeanty, 11 carries for 43 yards. Ashton Jeanty, he really not getting off to a good start. It could be the O line. I know old Bowers is hurt, but I don't I don't know if this is going to be a good year for Ashton Jeanty. I mean, it's only week 2, but I mean he's averaging like 2 yards a carry. I mean, and that's not good in the NFL. Um, let's get into the Houston and Buccaneers game. I watched this game fully. It came down to the end. This is like the third or fourth game that came down to the end of the game, and I just knew Houston was going to take this game. But shout out to Baker Mayfield. He got down the field and got him a game-winning score. You gotta show love to him, man. He came into the league and got humbled quickly when he went to Cleveland. Um, he came in cocky and arrogant. That's just the attitude he gave off. But he's found himself in Tampa Bay, and you got to give credit when credit's due. He's doing his thing over there. Shout out to Baker Mayfield, man. Baker Mayfield was 25 of 38, 215 yards and 2 touchdowns. And like I said, he did go down, bring him down with under a minute to go score and get them boys that W in Houston, man. That was a tough one, man. Bucky Irvin, man, he been running wild. 17 carries for 71 yards. Mike Evans was he had a slow day. 5 catches for 56 yards. You got to see, man. Hey, Houston defense that's a good ass defense, man. You got Stingley over there, man. He locking down the number 1 receiver every time. He was following Mike Evans the whole game. He looked great over there. You gotta love Stingley. Then you got those 2 edge rushers, man. You got Hunter and Will Anderson Jr., bro. Them boys nice, man. They got a good defense, bro, but they just couldn't. They couldn't. I think they stayed on the field too long. CJ couldn't get too much going. CJ Stroud, I'm talking about. But I think the run game was not there tonight for tonight. I'm thinking about Monday night. I hate that doubleheader, man, on Monday night. That's so terrible. I don't like that. They need to do better. But Nick Chubb, 12 carries for 43 yards and one touchdown. The longest for him was that 20. I think it was 25 yards on the that 25-yard run touchdown, and that's what got him to 43 yards. But they cannot run the ball consistently. That's going to hurt them in the long run. They starting 0-2, man. We haven't seen C.J. Stroud start off 0-2, and hopefully they could shake back, man. But shout out to Baker Mayfield for getting the dub over there in Houston, going into somebody else's environment and getting a dub. That's tough on the road. But the Buccaneers are 2-0, man. And it's safe to say they are going to take the NFC South. With that being said, let's get over to Sunday night game, the Falcons and the Vikings. So the Falcons go on the road and beat Minnesota 22-6. Oh my goodness, man. Michael Penix, 13 of 21, 135 yards. That's not too bad, but it could have been better. But Bijan Robinson, man, he's the bread and butter of that offense. When you got 22 carries for 143 yards, you're toting that ball, man. I think JJ McCarthy got hurt this game. I believe he got hurt. He was 11 for 21, 158 yards and 2 picks. That's terrible. But shout out to Atlanta going on the road for that night game and beating the Vikings, who were, I think, number 2 in their division last year, behind Detroit. But Sam Darnold moved over there to Seattle, and JJ McCarthy coming in for his first year. Hopefully he gets healthy, and we'll see what the Vikings can do. Jay Jettas, I mean, he had 3 catches for 81 yards. He's always going to do what he's going to do. I mean, he a dog. Them LSU boys different. They cut different. They made different. And they showing you every time. Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson, 2 dogs. Then you got Brian Thomas Jr. We got some dogs, man. Let's get back to the Super Bowl rematch. This wasn't an explosive game. This was more defensive. The Eagles beat Kansas City 20-17, which makes Kansas City 0-3 since the Super Bowl. And I'm counting the Super Bowl as one of those losses. They coming into the season 0-2 after week 2. They're not looking good. That's not the same team that you saw from a couple years ago, or these past few years, I should say. Now, I feel like the Chiefs are in trouble. This is our first time seeing the Kansas City Chiefs go 0-2 to start the season since Patrick Mahomes have taken over. This team does not look good. They can't run the ball. You got Patrick Mahomes carrying the ball 7 times, 66 yards. Pacheco is not looking like the same Pacheco since that injury. I don't know if it's the line or if he just can't get explosiveness. Something ain't right with this team. Patrick Mahomes was 16 of 29, 187, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. Not a great game from Patrick Mahomes, but this Chiefs team is not looking good. And you can say what you want. They're not going to the Super Bowl. I don't feel like they're going to the Super Bowl. I don't feel like they're going to make it to the playoffs this year. And that's a lot to be said with Patrick Mahomes at the helm. We shall see. Jalen Hurts he barely broke 100 yards, 15 of 22, 101 yards. And this looks like how the Chiefs were last year, barely skating by. Yeah, this isn't the same team from last year at all. I mean, they had a lot of missing parts, a lot of moving parts from last year. That defense pretty much taken apart, and then the offense just not getting big explosive plays. I mean, AJ Brown had 5 catches for 27 yards. If you want this if you want this team to succeed, I think they need to get AJ Brown that ball. I mean, of course, it's gonna go through Saquon. Saquon gonna run the air out the ball every time, and then Devontae Smith 4 catches for 53 yards. So I don't know. I don't know what they need to do as well. I mean, they're winning, but they're not winning convincingly. I mean, week one they beat the Cowboys 24-20, then come back and beat the Kansas City Chiefs 20-17. So not a lot of scoring for either team. Now let me get to my Saints. It's paper bag season. It's time to put the paper bags over your head. If you're a Saints fan, put your paper bag over your head. I don't feel like we're going to win a game. We didn't beat the 49ers. Bro, we can't beat the 49ers with damn Mac Jones, bro. Mac Jones, bro. Come on, man. Like, damn, man. Mac Jones, 26-39, 3 touchdowns, 279 yards. Man, Spencer Rattler had a freaking day, dude. 25 for 34, 207 with 3 touchdowns, man. We can't beat the 49ers with Mac Jones. Mac Jones, bro. Come on, man. Chris McCaffrey didn't even go crazy. 13 carries, 55 yards. Alvin Kamara almost had a 100-yard game. 21 carries for 99 yards. We just can't. We got to figure something out over there in New Orleans, man. Y'all finna make me lose my mind. Like, I'm about to put in applications and I'm about to travel. I'm about to see what team I'm finna go for because these Saints ain't cutting it, man. Y'all making my head hurt. Oh man. Let me tell you, I just thought we was going to do some numbers last year. Man, we went to they played Dallas last year here in Dallas, over there in Dallas. Man, we took that drive, 5.5 hour drive to Dallas to go watch the Saints beat the hell out of the Cowboys. And we come back, we lose. What, we won 5 games last year? I'm like, are you serious? I just knew we was gonna do numbers, bro. The last time we scored over 40 points in the first 2 games, we went to the Super Bowl. And last year we do that? Come on, man. And now we starting off 0-2. I'm so disappointed. Am I really though? I can't be disappointed. I knew this was gonna happen. Okay, let's go to the Jaguars and the Bengals. The Bengals beat the Jaguars 31-27. Tough break if you're the Bengals fan. Joe Burrow with that turf toe, undergoing surgery, so he'll be out for 3 months. That's putting Jake Browning in until December's time frame. And Jake Browning got in and threw 3 picks, but after that, I mean, 21-32, 2 touchdowns, 241 yards. I guess he had to iron those kinks out. This is first time getting some live reps in the game, and I don't know how long. So, shouts out to him, man. Jamar Chase went crazy, 14 catches for 165 yards and a touchdown. I just feel sorry for the Bengals fans, man. Y'all went through it last year with that defense being terrible, couldn't hold a cold in, couldn't do nothing, man. I couldn't hold a cough. It was bad. Y'all will get up, be winning, but you'll have 35 points and lose 35-36, or you'll have 42 points and lose 42-43. You just couldn't stop a soul. It sucks. But this year y'all starting off 2-0, but it's just sad that Joe Burrow out again, man. He's had a lot of injuries and this turf toe is gonna hurt him. I don't think he'll be the same after that turf toe. After getting fixed up and all the physical therapy and everything, it's gonna be hard to come back from that toe surgery. So Jake Brown will be taking over the helm, and let's see how he do. Trevor Lawrence was 24-42, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks, 271 yards. That's a lot of throwing. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see how the Jaguars hold up this year. Hopefully Trevor Lawrence can stay healthy and get the ball out to his playmakers. Travis Etienne, 14 carries for 71 yards. Brian Thomas Jr. only had 4 catches, 49 yards. Parker Washington was the guy over there, 5 catches for 76 yards. Let's see what Travis Hunter did. Travis Hunter had 3 catches for 22 yards on 6 targets. Yeah, I didn't watch a lot of these 12 o'clock games. I told y'all I gotta go to church. I'm sorry. Um, the Bills beat the Jets, man, and that boy Justin Fields then got hurt. It was a lot of injuries week 2, man. It's a lot of injuries. Justin Fields, Joe Burrow. Let me pull up the report. Yeah, Justin Fields, JJ McCarthy, Joe Burrow. That's a lot of injuries for week 2. We'll see how it goes going forward. But Buffalo Bills beat the Jets 30-10. Josh Allen was 14 of 25, 148 yards. Yeah. This James Cook, man, 21 carries for 132 yards, 2 touchdowns, balled out. He showed y'all why he wanted that new contract, and hey, that's what you want to see right there. Tyrod Taylor finished the game 7 for 11, 1 touchdown with 56 yards. That's after Justin Fields went out. Excuse me. The Cowboys and the Giants, man, that was a crazy game, a high scoring game. If you like scoring, if you like offense, that was the game. No defense, nowhere on the field. The Cowboys beat the Giants 40-37 in overtime. The Giants defense got to do better. You had this game won in the fourth quarter. You don't want to wrap up. That's number one. I mean, you had them stopped instead of what was it, third and like 20 or something crazy. And you just let this man, you just let Javonte Williams run crazy. He got 15 yards on that run. Instead of having them stopped, you had them stopped at the line of scrimmage. You got to do better. Plain and simple. You would have won this game. But let's get to the stats, man. Russell Wilson, 30 for 41, 3 touchdowns, 450 yards, and a terrible pick. You just lobbing the ball up. You cost yourself the game as well. I mean, this was a team effort for the loss. Russell Wilson threw a beautiful ball. A beautiful ball to Malik Neighbors. Hand on his face, touchdown. Then you come back 2 possessions later and throw it up to who? I think he was aiming for the jumbotron. I don't know. He just threw it up in the air. You can't do that. That's costly. You turned the ball over too late as well. You just let him drive down and kick that 65-yard field goal. I mean, you can't be mad at that. I mean, it's 65 yards. That dude Brandon Aubrey got a leg, bro. Pause. Yeah, Malik Neighbors had a day, 9 catches for 167 yards, 2 touchdowns. Whoever had him in fantasy, I'm pretty sure y'all were happy. Dak Prescott, 38 of 52, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, 361 yards. That's a lot of throwing. 52 pass attempts is crazy. That's a lot, man. Yeah, they won at home. That at least gives them some type of home field advantage. You know, last year they had none. They couldn't win nothing over there. Yeah, but Javonte Williams, man, 18 carries for 97 yards and 1 touchdown. Them boys finally got a run game. Last year they couldn't run the ball, so everything was predictable. Everybody pinned their ears back and just went and got Dak. Easy money. Let's go get them. CeeDee Lamb, 9 catches for 112 yards. CeeDee Lamb still one of them guys. Yeah. And Paulson Adebo, man, Paulson Adebo got to get better. He did okay when he was with the Saints. You got to cover better, bro. A lot of penalties. It was a lot going on this game. A lot of penalties. 26 total penalties and 266 total penalty yards. New York Giants had 14 penalties for 160, and the Cowboys had 12 for 106. That's a lot. They both were equally matched on third down, 6 for 14 on third down. Both had a turnover. Over 500 yards total for New York and almost 500 for Dallas. That's a lot for an NFL game. These guys, man. But hey, the New York Giants were in the red zone 5 times and only got in once. Look at Dallas, 3 for 3. That's a lot coming from Dallas. Let's get into the Colts and the Broncos. The Colts beat the Broncos 29-28. That's leaving the Colts 2-0 on the season. Colts they made history. So the Colts don't punt. Historic start. The Indianapolis Colts become the first team in the Super Bowl era since 1966 to not punt in their first 2 games of the season. The Colts looking good under Daniel Jones. He was 25 of 34, 316 yards and 1 touchdown. Maybe he just needed a new scenery. He needed to get out of New York and I think he found his home with Indianapolis, man. Jonathan Taylor went crazy, 25 carries for 165 yards. Then you got your tight end, probably one of the best tight ends in the game right now, Tyler Warren, 4 catches for 79 yards. I have nothing bad to say about the Colts, man. That's a great ball club. They looking good. Let's see if they could stay healthy and see what they could do for the rest of the season. We got Bo Nix, 22 of 30, 3 touchdowns, 206 yards, and 1 pick. Bo Nix is a hell of a quarterback. He looks good, man. He's got a good future ahead. Patrick Surtain had 11 tackles. That means you let a lot of stuff get between the tackles, between your D line and your linebackers. A lot getting past them. That's not good. That's not a good sign. You got to get better up front so you can stop the run. Because if you let a team just run all over you, then they just gonna hit you with a play action once you bring everybody down and right over the top they go. So I don't remember if I got into the Packers and Commanders game. The Packers are looking like I feel like I'm gonna pick the Packers early Super Bowl favorite. I'm gonna pick the Packers to go to the Super Bowl out of the NFC. Out of AFC, I'll probably pick the Chargers early. This is early prediction. Packers and Chargers Super Bowl. Um, yeah, the Washington Packers game. That game was over with at the half. Yeah, Packers had that sealed up at the halftime. You just knew that game was over. They made Jaden Daniels, and I think Jaden Daniels is another one that got hurt this week. Where they made Jaden Daniels so uncomfortable. That defense was getting after him. Michael had a sack. Rashawn Gary had a sack. That makes what 5.5? I think 5.5 might be five. I think he had a half a sack, so it might have been 5. I think he got 5 sacks on Jaden Daniels. Talking about Michael Parsons, he got 5 sacks on him in his career. You know they played over there when Michael was in Dallas. They played twice a year, so he had 4.5 sacks going into this game. Yeah, I think he had a half a sack this game. But yeah, Jaden Daniels and the Washington Commanders couldn't get nothing. They weren't comfortable. They couldn't run the ball for nothing. 8 yards for 17. 8 carries for 17 yards for Austin Eckler. Couldn't get the ball on the ground. No shape, no way. Them boys was clogging everything, man. Them boys looking good, bro. The Packers is. I think this might be the Packers' years. Jaden Daniels was 24 42, 2 touchdowns, 200 yards. A lot of throwing, not going nowhere. But yeah, the Packers looking good. Over 400 yards of offense for the Packers. Jordan Love was 19 31, 2 touchdowns, 292 yards. Jordan Love is comfortable. He's looking like he's ready to compete. He's not turning the ball over yet, and I'm gonna say yet because you don't know what's coming in the future. But he looks good this year. He like he's been working, and that's good to see for if you're a Packers fan. Um, Josh Jacobs, 23 carries, 84 yards and a touchdown. And this was a tight ends game. This game for the Packers. Let me get to the stats. Tucker Craft was six catches, 124 yards and a touchdown. He was looking good out there. You had some help from your receivers, Wicks and then Heath had a catch for 37 yards. One catch on 37 yards, man. Hey, them tight ends was looking good for Green Bay. But yeah, it's been a while since I've been on. I'm trying to get back into the flow of things. I had a lot of notes for this game. I wish I would have been able to come on after just to throw all this out. I had a lot of stuff, but yeah, I got a lot of stuff going on. I'm a full time student. I work full time, and I'm a full time dad. So I got a lot going on. I'm trying to find different ways to maneuver things and get through everything. But yeah, but let's get into the week 3. We are in week 3 of the NFL. Let's get into week 3. We got Miami going over to Buffalo tomorrow night to play at 7 o'clock on Prime Video. I'm just gonna say it now. The Dolphins are gonna start 0-3. Buffalo gonna whoop them. Let's get over to Sunday. Atlanta going to Carolina. Green Bay going to Cleveland. Houston, Jacksonville. The Bengals playing the Vikings. We got Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson meeting up. Pittsburgh at New England. We got the Rams at Philly. The Jets at Tampa Bay. The Colts at Tennessee. We got the Raiders at Washington. Broncos at the Chargers. The Pooh-ass Saints at Seattle. Dallas at Chicago. Arizona at the 49ers. The Chiefs at the Giants. Maybe this is where the Chiefs get their first win against the Giants. But then again, the way Russell Wilson played last week, maybe they win. And then Monday night we got Detroit and Baltimore. That should be a good game. But that's week 3 for the NFL. Oh man, let's get into this fight. Canelo and Bud Crawford. Bud wins the fight against Canelo Saturday night. I knew he was gonna win. I didn't bet, but I knew when Bud came into this fight, he was gonna win this fight. He looked good in there, sitting in the pocket, moving out of trouble, getting out. He had Canelo frustrated. Canelo didn't know what to do. Canelo looked to the side one time. He was so mad. But shout out to Bud, man. 3-time undisputed in 3 different weight classes, 140, 147, and 168. He jumped up really 3 weight classes to fight Canelo. He did have that one fight against Mungia? Wow, Moon something in 154, but he moved up 3 weight classes to fight Canelo, and that was well worth it. Canelo did come out this fight with like $150 million, so he won at the end of the day with the money, but Canelo won. Bud won taking them belts home. So shout out to Bud Crawford. I want to see what he's gonna do next. There's really nobody that he could fight. He could go down to 160 and fight, but it's really nobody. It's nothing nobody could say to make him want to fight and have to prove himself. He proved himself well over. But shout out to Bud, man. And before I get out of here, man, I want to shout out to Cameron over there at It Is What It Is. I don't know if y'all seen it or y'all watch podcasts like that, but if you watch this, then y'all should go take a look at what Cam did over there, man. He stepped up for Stat Baby Treasure Wilson, their one of their co-hosts on the show. So they had Adrian Bronner sit in as a guest, and he just kept on making remarks, to Stat Baby, saying how beautiful she is or whatnot. And Cam, he told him, "Hey, she got a boyfriend. Chill out." So he kept on going. He did it again, and Cam was like, "Hey, bro, you gotta leave, bro. I'm paying for your time, but you gotta leave." So shout out to Cameron stepping up for old girl, man. And Adrian Bronner, man, he got to get his stuff together, bro. Like, You can't be acting like that, man. You gotta handle yourself better. You too grown for that. You too old for that. You know what I'm saying? Imagine that was your daughter and or you know what I'm saying? I imagine that was somebody that you love and somebody kept on doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta be better than that. And but shout out to them dudes over there, man. It is what it is. Yeah, I watch a couple podcasts. I watch Nightcap with Unc and Ocho. Um, it is what it is with Cam and Mace. Um, I don't really watch too many other. That's like the only two I really watch. But yeah, shout out to them boys over there, man. They doing their thing too. But before we get out of here, I want y'all to tell me, who do y'all feel more confident with out of these 0-2 teams? What team do you feel like may possibly make the playoffs or make a run to get to the playoffs? Out of the Kansas City Chiefs, Chicago Bears, Houston Texans, New York Giants, New Orleans Saints, Tennessee Titans, Miami Dolphins, Cleveland Browns, and the Jets. Let me know who y'all feel like may still be in contention at the end of the year. And out of all of the teams that's 2-0, who do y'all feel is not going to live up to the hype? You got the Colts, the Packers, the Bills, the Rams, the Chargers, the Cardinals, the 49ers, and the Eagles. Let me know who y'all feel like will not live up to the hype and finish what they're at now. But with that being said, I'm going to get out of here. Thank y'all for tuning in. I know it's been a while since I posted, but I just wanted to recap everything that happened over the weekend and Monday night. And make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. Make sure y'all do those things for me. I really appreciate the people that have subscribed, and I really appreciate the people that like the videos. But with that being said, I'm your boy JP, and I'm out.